Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all well. Look at this, 2 videos in the space of a week. We are finally starting to keep hold of that resolution that we are going to keep uploading going into 2024. I know it's going to be hard, but let's hopefully maintain this standard. Let's see if we can get a few more, and I hope you are all enjoying the content that we're producing at the moment. If there is anything else that you do want to see, let us know in the comments down below, and hopefully we can take a look and see if it's doable, and we will try and bring them to life for yourself. Without further ado though, let's get into today's video. I did mention in the prediction video that I was going to look at each Premier League team and see who they were going to lose going to AFCON and the Asia Cup, and see how they'll most likely be affected. So today we're going to explore in more depth. On this channel we do love a tier list, so we do have one here. As you see, it's broken down to 4 subjects. So we have got in the bottom, it's business as usual. So I'll put a team that's got no one going to AFCON or the Asia Cup, or maybe 1 or 2 fringe players. I'll go in there. Should be okay. Will be then obviously your teams who probably have lost maybe a key player or a fringe player, so they're going to be fine. Could be in trouble, which obviously says they've either lost a few key players or quite a few players, or screwed, which obviously speaks for itself. Without further ado though, let's get into the tier list. Let us know what you think. As always, if you do like what you see, give us a like, give us a subscribe, follow us on social media, join the journey. Let's grow this channel going into the new year. So first up, we have got Arsenal, and looking at Arsenal, they're only losing now, I think, Tomiyasu and Mohamed El Neni. So yeah, business as usual. I know Tomiyasu has been playing quite a lot for Arsenal in recent weeks, but he's not going to be that big miss. Probably the injury side is probably more concerning for Arsenal than players on international duty, should I say, at the moment. So yeah, Arsenal, business as usual. Villa, another team that, similar to Arsenal, haven't really got anyone going of note to the AFCON or Asia Cup. And Bertrand Traore, not been playing, so yeah, it's business as usual for Villa. They're going to be wanting to maintain that title challenge going into the new year. I mean, actually, let me know in the comment section, just on a bit of a side note, do you think Aston Villa are in a title race or not? I mean, I keep wanting to include them, and then they drop points when the other teams drop points around them. But at the moment, I think waiting for a few more games, maybe end of Feb, and we'll go from there. But anyway, back to it. Looking at now Brentford, and look at Brentford, I think they could be in trouble. I really do. Just because there's so much uncertainty around where even Tony's going to be at the moment. You know, will he stay, will he go? I don't think he'll be at Brentford. I do think he will go to Arsenal at some point, or leave at some point, whether or not that be this window or not. I said it in the last video. But yeah. And then Mbeumo being injured, this has now gone. Where the goals come from, and now Neil Maupay's not been prolific in the Premier League since he left Brighton. So I think Brentford could be in trouble for a few weeks while them players are gone. Godos as well, who's coming now, he's also left as well. So yeah, it could be a struggle for Brentford. Brighton, Matoma going to the Asia Cup with Japan. Probably go quite a favourite. So Japan will be, I think I read. So we'll be without for a while, but we know Brighton, probably just pop a South American regen from somewhere, or a youth academy product that no one's heard of, and they'll be absolutely amazing. So yeah, business as usual for Brighton. Looking at Bournemouth have been excellent the last few months. What job Iriola's doing. Was there a time that it looked like he was going to be sacked? I think it was a game against Burnley that the owners come over and they won that game, and that was like their turning point in the season. I do believe if they lost that, I don't think Iriola would have been in a job. But thankfully for Bournemouth fans, he is. What job he's doing, rejuvenating players. The only key player they are going to be missing is Anton Semenyo. I've just put they should be okay, because they've still obviously got their core players, but Semenyo will be a big miss on that right-hand side, on the wings for the Cherries. But yeah, they should be fine. Burnley, just going to take a look what I said for Burnley. Yeah, they've not got anyone. One of 3... Oh, yeah. Actually, I just read. One of 3 clubs not going to the Asia Cup or AFCON. Now, any players going. So, yeah, business as usual. Chelsea, yeah, again, Nicholas Jackson's the only one going. I don't think Chelsea fans care that he's going. So, yeah, another quick one. Business as usual for the Blues. Everton should be okay. Only Idrissa Gueye of note is going. Decore, fair play to him. He's got from Mali for the AFCON, but he said he wanted to stay and fight Everton's relegation battle. Probably do need someone like him in the next couple of weeks. They did do so well when that points deductions got announced, but they've just started to be dragged back into it with results at the moment. His presence will be massive for Everton over this next few weeks. Sorry, it would be a big miss if he'd have gone to AFCON, but no, I think Everton should be okay. Fulham, I was toying with this one with Fulham. I'm not sure if I should put them in should be okay or could be in trouble. I'm going to just put in should be okay. Calvin Bassey and Alex Iwobi go in, but they've still got the instrumental Paulinho if he doesn't leave in January. Raul Jimenez is starting to find the net a bit more frequently than that we knew him. So I think Fulham's owners do like to spend a bit of cash, especially Paulinho, who does leave. They'll have the recruitment and the resources to bring in a new plethora of players to cover the people who's gone to AFCON as well. So yeah, Fulham for me should just be okay. Liverpool, at the first teams now we're challenging for the title, Liverpool could be in trouble. I think they're only losing, but they're losing Endo for a start, and last couple of months his performances have probably gone under the radar. So yeah, I do think they could be in trouble because Mo Salah's gone. Where's the goals going to come from? Darwin Núñez, he's so hit and miss what you're going to get. Same with, Gakpo, not really scoring. Luis Diaz pops up now and again. If they can get Jota firing just for them weeks that Salah's gone, I think Jurgen Klopp will be secretly hoping that Egypt do get a exit. Crystal Palace, I nearly missed them. I am thinking for them, they could be in trouble. I know they've only got one player leaving, and that's Jordan Ayew. And a few years ago, if someone said to me, I'd be saying Jordan Ayew leaving a Premier League team to go to the AFCON, I thought would be disappointment. I'd be thinking, what the hell's happened? But, I think he created a few chances for Palace this year. The strikers, the goals have dried up again. Maybe a bit of creativity for them, all being on the chances that Elise's out injured now, and as they create. Again, Palace not really got no one, so they could be in trouble with that. I think they will be. They could have been anyway, but it's in Ayew as well. It's going to be a massive blow. Luton, Kabore is the only one who is going to either the AFCON or the Asia Cup. Of course, we have Burkina Faso. Yeah, business as usual for Luton. They'll either bring in someone at right back or someone to cover him for the time being. Can't really see Burkina Faso going that far, so she'll be back sooner rather than later. So yeah, business as usual. Same for the next team as well. Business as usual for Man City. No one's going for the AFCON or the Asia Cup. So yeah, the champions, full strength, welcoming Haaland and De Bruyne back. Could be see City going on another run like they did last year. Man U, got to put them in, should just be okay. They're losing Onana, but you don't know what you're going to get with him. Like a bag of revels, isn't he? Like, 1 minute, you get the caramel, the next you get coffee. Like, you don't know what you're going to get with Onana. Sometimes he can make a world class day. He's done a mistake. It seems how depends how the reserve keeper does. Amrabat's also gone, but he hasn't really done a lot like we've seen at the World Cup with him. So yeah, should just be okay, Man U. Newcastle, business as usual again. No one going of note, so really not going to be affected by anything. So Newcastle can focus on getting all these injuries back and pushing for top 4 again. Forest, the only team who have made the top category, and Forest are screwed. Just for the sake of we can't bring anyone in looks like true to FFP. We've got the highest turnover of players going, Niakate being the main one that I can think of last week, Sangare going, even fringe players like Kiate. So it's going to be a big struggle for Forest to try and, kick on going forward, to try and, make sure it doesn't hinder them too well. I've predicted Ivory Coast to win AFCON, but I'm hoping they go out quite early, so at least we can have 3 players back at least. But yeah, Forest are going to be a tough couple of weeks with these players disappearing. Sheffield United gone for business as usual. They're losing a couple, no one of note. They brought in Brereton Diaz anyway to cover if they did. Chris Wilder's look more assured. They're not losing anyone of note. So yeah, Sheffield United should be fine. Spurs probably are one of the teams that are going to go under the radar that could be in trouble with players going. Son's going to the Asia Cup. They're losing the core of the midfield in Basuma and Sarr. I don't know why not people are thinking that actually Spurs could be in trouble. Clearly doesn't like Højbjerg. Trying to bring in the centre back Werner. What you could get with him, like we mentioned with Onana, you're not too sure. Richarlison's hit and miss. So if them goals dry up, and without losing them that midfield, Spurs have struggled when they've had injuries and suspensions, so we could see it again. So I think Spurs could be in trouble. Next up, it is West Ham, and West Ham, they're so hit and miss as well, aren't they? Like with the players that they have, but they are losing one of the signs of the season so far in Kudos. He's gone to AFCON with Ghana. Agir's gone as well. It was torn between should be okay or in trouble. I'm just going to put them could be in trouble because they're so hit and miss. Do see them maybe struggling a little bit, with creativity. Agir looked assured at the start of the season, but it's back in the last season, I believe. So could be a big miss as well. If I could put them in probably half and half of should be okay or could be in trouble, just going to slick them in could be in trouble then. And finally, Wolves rounding off the 20 Premier League teams. Wolves could be in trouble. They're losing Hwang, who has been absolute revelation for Wolves this season. Biggest player they're going to lose, probably the main source of goals. Wolves again can't operate within their FFP. I think Danny Ings has been linked on loan. As we see, he hasn't really been prolific as he has been in recent years. So if the goals start to drop for Wolves, they could struggle. So they could be in trouble for that. And for the exact reason like Forest as well, they can't bring anyone in at the moment. So yeah, could be a struggle for Wolves. We will see. But yeah, that is my predictions, how teams will fare with their players going to either AFCON or the Asia Cup. All kicks off soon. They say, if you do spot any of these clubs, let me know. What you think is going to happen? Do you think you'll be okay? Do you think you'll struggle? Do you hope, for example, Liverpool fans, do you think Mohamed Salah, you are praying for Egypt to go out in the group stages so he comes back as soon as possible? But as always, I hope you have enjoyed what we've produced today. Got loads more stuff coming up. Let us know what you want to see. Follow us on all our social media. As I say, join the journey. You won't regret it. Let's grow going into 2024, and I'll speak to you all very soon.